Hey my beautiful Cancer peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your mid-January 2022 tarot reading. As always, readings here are general. If they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you want to check out my official social medias, you're more than welcome to. That's going to be linked down in the description below. But Cancer, let's go ahead and get on into it and see what we got going on. I hope you guys had yourselves a fantastic new year with your friends, family, and loved ones, and I hope you're looking towards an awesome 2022. So let's have a look here for Cancer. What current energies are coming in here for Cancer throughout mid-January 2022. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. First card out is going to be the Empress. I like that for you. Moving forward from that, we have the Five of Wands, and we also have here the Four of Swords. It's an energy of saying, yeah, I know better, I deserve better, I will claim better for myself. It's pretty sassy, Cancer. I kind of feel a very sassy energy for you guys in the second half of January. It's like, I know my worth, I know what I deserve, and I'm walking away from everything that does not align with what I deserve. Okay, so this could be in correlation to multiple things, right? This could be about walking away from a friendship. Maybe you have friends in your environment that aren't treating you how you deserve to be treated. It could be walking out of a romantic relationship, or kind of like giving your romantic partner the sass of like, I know I deserve better. It's time to go ahead and start clocking in and showing up and being present. But it also could be the energy too of like, you know what, this job just does not pay me enough. It's time for me to start working for myself or working for a company that has good morale and also good pay, right? So overall, Cancer, I'm feeling this energy of like, I know what I deserve, and I feel here that I need my time to be valued, not necessarily wasted. Alright, let's go ahead and clarify the Five of Wands. Why do we got the Five of Wands showing up here for Cancer for mid-January 2022? We have here the Death card. Let's clarify the Four of Swords. Why the Four of Swords? And we got here the Nine of Cups. Okay, so clarifying the Five of Wands, we got here the Death card. Everything changed. One day, everything was so nice, one day everything was so pretty, and then it turned really ugly, okay? It went from love, cuddles, kisses, it went from happiness, good times, good vibes, to fighting, you know? That Five of Wands is a lot of stress, it's a lot of frustration, it's a lot of clashing heads. And then you also got here the Four of Swords, and that was clarified by the Nine of Cups. It's the energy, Cancer, of like, I feel better being by myself, hanging out by myself, than when I do being surrounded by you or being surrounded by this specific environment. It's like, dude, I feel like I'm better off on my own. So you're coming to the conclusion in mid-January, Cancer, that you feel better on your own versus being with a specific person or being involved in a specific environment. I think you kind of got to your breaking point where like, all this low vibrational energy, it doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me feel like my time is being valued. At the end of the day, it feels like my time is kind of being wasted, you know? Alright, Cancer, let's go ahead and see what you're dealing with here in mid-January. What are my Cancers dealing with here throughout mid-January 2022? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout mid-January 2022, what are my Cancers going to be dealing with? Let's have a look. First things first, we did have the Ace of Wands come out in an interesting manner. It kind of came out on the side, so this is what's crossing you, okay? I know it's kind of hard to see the card here. It's not even focusing right now. Mercury's about to be in retrograde, Cancer, so you know what card it is. It's the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands came out in like a very crossing manner. So, a new beginning's crossing you, which means you haven't made up your mind yet, okay? We also got here the Nine of Wands, we got here the Six of Cups, we got here the Hierophant, we have here the Knight of Pentacles. There is this energy of, there is a certain amount of loyalty and respect that I'll give to somebody who's been involved in my life for so long. But how much can I take? Is what you're saying, Cancer. Because at the end of the day, you know, you got the Ace of Wands crossing you, and then you also got here a Nine of Wands, right? I gotta figure out what's going on. Here we go. This is where the focus is hitting today. I don't think I set up my camera the way I normally do. But anyways, Cancer, Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands crossing you. So the Nine of Wands here is this feeling of kind of guilt. It's like, I'm leaving something behind, or if I do leave this behind, it's something I invested a lot into. And that's a scary thing. Because if you put a lot into something and then you finally leave it behind, it's a pretty scary feeling. It's like, shit, I've built a lot here. Is it worth really putting all this behind me? So the Ace of Wands coming in the crossing position feels to me like you're not sure whether or not you want to make this move and move forward or continue to stick this out. Now we have the Six of Cups followed up with the Hierophant here, okay? So in the past, you were very committed. In the past, you were very devoted to whoever this person was in your life. But taking a look at the Knight of Pentacles here, slowly but surely, you're starting to feel like you're getting ready to be undevoted. You're starting to, you're starting to feel, I don't know if this is worth it, Things are starting to change here, and I don't know how much more I can take. So Cancer, you're finding yourself at a crossroads in mid-January on whether or not you want to stay with a specific person or stay in a specific environment. As I've mentioned, this is a general reading, so this could be about maybe you don't know if you want to stay at your job because maybe they're not treating you right. Maybe you don't know if you want to stay in your relationship, your partnership. Maybe you don't know if you want to still be around a specific friend because you're seeing the good times change. They went from the good times to the dark times real quick. It feels to me like whatever environment you're a part of, it is no longer something that feels filled with emotional fulfillment and happiness. It just seems like a lot of clashing, and I think you're getting really tired of it, okay? Because as a Cancer, we're very empathic people, and when we keep on picking up on negative energy day in and day out, it tends to drain the crap out of us to the point where we're so drained, is this worth it or not? Because when you're a Cancer and you get that drained, you feel like you can't even physically function. Not only does it affect you on an emotional level, but it definitely affects you on a physical level as well. Alright, let's go ahead and see where things are going, Cancer, between you and this environment. Where are things going to be going for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-January 2022. Where are things going to be going for Cancer and this environment that they're dealing with? We got the Two of Pentacles, we got the King of Swords, we got the Four of Cups, and we got here the Eight of Wands. I feel like you're still having difficulties making a decision on whether or not walking away is right for you. I mean, you got here Two of Pentacles, you got here the King of Swords. The King of Swords is an energy of protection, right? The King of Swords knows how to protect themselves, they know when to cut things off, but the King of Swords is also an energy of determination. As Cancers, when there's people in our lives that we love and care for, we're usually very determined to find solutions to the problems that are already there. As a Cancer, at least in my past, I remember being a younger kid, I always loved listening to people's problems because I would be the person to give them advice, and look at me a couple years later, right? Going from a kid to being an adult now, and I'm doing the same exact thing, So I'm out here being a tarot reader, giving advice to where I can and where I can, wherever I could put it. So as Cancers, we sometimes have that tendency to try to give the best advice we can to help solve whatever else is going on in our lives or other people's lives, So I feel like when you really care about somebody, Cancer, when you're really compassionate towards somebody, when you really love somebody, you're that person that wants to make it work. But I think you're wondering if, will it work this time? I think that's kind of the fear. I think that's what's pushing you to wonder if it's even worth it anymore, because you're not so sure trying to fill the cracks or trying to find a solution to problems is going to work in your favor. So you also got here the Four of Cups and you got here the Eight of Swords. I feel like you're trying to stay away from negative thoughts. I definitely see you, Cancers, trying to hold on to whatever this environment is. You're trying to stay positive as much as possible, but you're getting to your breaking point, That's what I'm seeing here for you, Cancer. Let's have a look here and see how your environment views you. I don't normally do that in these readings anymore, but I want to take a look at this for you specifically, Cancer, because this reading is talking about either a specific person or an environment. So when I say environment, guys, just acknowledge that I'm talking about a specific person, like a lover. If you're dealing with a friend, if you're dealing with a job situation, your environment is what you're dealing with. So let's see how your environment is feeling towards you, Cancer, and how they're viewing you in mid-January 2022. Let's have a look, okay? We got here the Six of Swords, we got here the Knight of Wands, we got here the Three of Cups, and we got here the Five of Pentacles. So, Six of Swords, Knight of Wands. I don't think they take you serious when it comes towards you potentially walking away. I think you are definitely voicing your opinion in mid-January. Remember, in the beginning of the reading, when I saw that Empress, I said, Cancers, you're in a very sassy energy. But it's like sassy in a good way, You're like, I'm about to walk away because I know what the fuck I deserve. And if you're not giving me what I deserve, if you're giving me less than, I'm going to find better, You're really outspoken, Cancer, is what I'm feeling here. I don't know if outspoken's the right term or word to use, but you're basically voicing yourself without fear, You're not holding back of anything it is that you have to say. So Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, it's almost like even you being in this very sassy and fierce type of energy, the person that you're connecting with is still not taking it very seriously. You know, Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles. They're like, you know what? Things may not be great right now, but sooner or later, Cancer will be happy with me. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to be fine. So your person here believes that this will all blow over, but I think that you're still finding yourself at a crossroads. Because what if it doesn't all blow over? This time, something about this environment feels different. It's like the energy has been pretty ruthless, you feel. You feel like it's been endless negativity kind of going on between the two of you. So, how much more of this can I take? So as far as what I'm seeing for Cancers coming into mid-January 2022, I feel like there's trouble in paradise. You know, whether this is your romantic partner, your friend, your job, whatever, I think you've gotten to the point where it's like, I can't keep enduring clashing, you know? I can't keep clashing with someone, and I can't keep being around somebody that I don't even really want to be around. It's the vibe of like, I'd rather be by myself because I have more fun by myself. I think most importantly, it's not even about fun. You find more peace by yourself instead of being around this person. Because your peace is being disrupted, Cancer. Your peace is being disturbed if you're around somebody who's disrupting your peace. If they're causing conflict. If they are giving you attitudes. If they are bashing with you and clashing with you. That is what's fucking with your peace. And not having peace, Cancer, I think is entirely why this situation is stressing you out so much, because that's what you're looking forward to. You want your peace. That's starting to make more sense here. And like I said too, I think you have a lot of history with whoever this is you're dealing with, so it is difficult to just throw it all away. You know, you've built a lot with whoever this is you're connected with, you've worked a lot on this situation, and you feel that if I was to throw this all away, would I be doing myself a disservice? Because I've always been very loyal to whatever this environment is. My best advice so far, before we move any further, would be that Cancer, continue to be speaking your truth. Continue to continue to let the person you're dealing with know you're not going to tolerate anything that continues to disrupt your peace. Because at the end of the day, there should be a way where we could have peaceful conversations and still find solutions to any issues that are currently going on within our environment. It doesn't have to be coming out guns blazing. It doesn't have to be a yelling or screaming match. It doesn't have to be negativity. We can still find peace while working towards a solution, but doing it in a manner of us doing it together, you know? I think that it would be awesome to continue to voice your opinion, but also to voice the fact that things don't have to be the way they've been. They don't have to be a Five of Wands situation. It could be a situation where we both come in peace and then we communicate properly. It's about fixing that communication. And during the time of this reading, guys, Venus is already in retrograde. And as we know, Venus affects our love, right? Our love lives, our relationships. So Venus has a tendency to kind of point out the obvious here. The things that are bothering you guys. It tends to pull up all the things that have been buried deep inside and throw them out on the table and say, hey, here are all the 99 problems. It's time to get to work and solve them. So it's going to be a difficult time for a specific relationship in your life, Cancer, or maybe for a few of relationships in your life, Cancer, in mid-January. But at the end of the day, the reason Venus retrograde is pulling all this out is so that solutions can be found, you know? So even though you're getting in that energy where it's like, I just don't know if I could do this anymore, if this is somebody you really love and care for, maybe this is worth the fight. And the reason I say that is because if you and this individual can handle your business in peace and have a peaceful conflict resolution and work towards a solution together without any negativity, it's going to work out great. Now, on the other hand, Cancer, if you tell the individual that you're dealing with or the environment that you're dealing with that you're trying to find a peaceful way to find solutions and they still don't bring peace, this person brings fucking war, then you have every right to walk away from that. Because you know what? Whatever disturbs your peace, if that fucks with you and that fucks with your peace, you don't owe that individual or that energy or that environment anything. So Cancers, like I said, my best advice would be to approach your environment, say, hey, look, let's try to handle things peacefully. Let's try not to have any more negativity, right? If that doesn't end up working out and you feel like your peace is still being disturbed and you feel like you're restless and you feel like this energy and negativity is too much for you to handle, then you have every right to walk away. Okay, let's go ahead and see what your spirit guides have to say. Keep in mind, Cancer, for this portion of the reading, the messages from your guides can resonate to anything we just talked about, or it could be a completely random message that you may need to hear. So let's have a look. Are there any dire or important messages coming in here from Cancer spirit guides throughout mid-January 2022? So far, we got the Eight of Cups, we got here the Three of Swords, we also got here the Seven of Pentacles, and lastly, we have here the Five of Swords. So Cancer, Eight of Cups here to the Three of Swords. Your guides want you to walk away from your pain. Your guides don't want to see you in pain. They don't want to see you in an unhappy place. Your guides want to see you happy. And when it comes towards happiness, happiness is something that you have to invest yourself into. Seven of Pentacles. So your guides are trying to tell you, watch what you're investing yourself into, right? Just because somebody has an attitude doesn't mean that you need to allow that to get to you. Just because somebody here is having a bad day doesn't mean that you have to have a bad day too. It's kind of this energy of like, you get to choose where you invest yourself, right? So that kind of goes all back to what I was just talking about, Cancer, because you can try and talk to the person you're dealing with and say, hey, look, if you can be peaceful, if I can be peaceful, if we both can find and work on our solution together to our problems in a manner where we can do this positively, things will be great. But if they continue to resist that and cause chaos in your life and disrupt your peace, then sticking around would only be investing your energy into a situation that's draining you. So watch your investments is what your guides say. So that kind of goes back to the advice I gave you. You know, if the person you're connecting with or the environment you're dealing with doesn't change, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe you do need a break. Maybe they do need to see what it's like for you to walk out on them, for them to appreciate you. Because you deserve simply the best, Cancer. And with that Empress card, you know your worth. You're tired of your peace being disrupted. Alright? So Cancers, watch what you invest your energy into. Alright? If the individual does not change after you approach them, then you definitely have all the right and all the reason to walk away if that is what you so choose. Yeah, Cancer, the Strength card came out here as well. Assert your strength. Don't let any individual think that they can get one over you. Don't let any individual surrounding you think that just because they care about you, they can talk to you in a manner that disturbs you. That they can treat you in a manner that doesn't make you happy. Don't let anybody think that, okay? Let's see what the overall outcome is going to be here for you, Cancer, throughout mid-January 2022. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, throughout mid-January 2022. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look, and the outcome is the Eight of Pentacles. Yep, this month is definitely going to be a work in progress, is what I'm seeing for many of you. The Eight of Pentacles is about getting to work, but it's also saying here, too, at the end of the day, whatever direction this situation goes into, it's going to work in my favor. I feel like that's where your energy's at. Knight of Swords, yeah, either way, I'm still going forward. Either way, I'm still going to where I need to go. So Cancer, your energy at the end of the month here, at the end of mid-January, is just like, yo, whether or not me and this person, me and this environment move forward on good terms, or I go off on my own, I'm still going to be happy. I'm still going to be doing what's right for me. I'm still going to be getting to work, making sure that I get what it is I deserve. So Cancers, whether or not you're on good terms with this situation or whether or not you're on your own, you are in that place where it's like, I'm going to make sure I'm living the life I deserve and I'm having the peace that I desire and require, okay? Alright, Cancer. Cancer, thank you guys so much for watching, man. Really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If it does resonate to you, let me know down in the comments down below. If it's not your message, no worries, guys. There will definitely be more videos here on the channel moving forward. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that a lot. Sorry, Cancer, if it was difficult to understand me throughout this reading today. I've been having difficulties communicating today. Mercury is going retrograde on Friday, which is going to be a fantastic time. I feel like anytime Mercury is in retrograde, it's always so hard for me to speak, so if I stuttered a couple times or if I didn't make too much sense of a situation, I deeply apologize. But nonetheless, guys, if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. Cancers, take care. Enjoy the rest of mid-January. Wishing you the best of luck, not the beck of luck, the best of luck for those of you dealing with this, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Much love, Cancers, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.